here.
Thank you for having me. This is my first show ever.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
Why is that sad? It's sad?
No, that's a real big compliment that he doesn't like to do shows. A lot of people don't like to do these.
No, no one will have me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, now it's not such a compliment.
But you've been my first for a couple things, the awards, and there was that other thing that we don't talk about.
Yeah, that thing, yeah.
Which we should talk about, by the way.
One day.
I called you.
Yeah.
Called you a few times.
We met at the Academy Awards when he was nominated, and I just, if you haven't seen Half Nelson, you've got to see him in this. It's so good, and I've heard many, many people say you should have won. That was a tight category, but you were so good in that. But anyway, so your mother and your sister were there, and that must have been a big thing for you, right?
Well, they were so excited.
Yeah.
They were so excited. They actually got too excited, you know, sort of acting like almost like they could give up on their life, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like it would absolve them of all their personal and social, political responsibilities. It's just like now, life was over.
Yeah.
And my mom, my sweet mom, look at her hair. We went to the, she wanted to do everything right, you know? So she wanted to have her hair done by a professional. And this woman, and she's a lovely woman, let me preface the story by saying that I know her kids, she's great.
The hairdresser.
The hairdresser.
Uh-huh.
But she had like a prediction.
When you're starting that way, you're not happy with the hair. I'm just saying.
I loved it.
Okay.
But she had this prediction that she thought that everyone was going to be wearing beehives. She just thought the beehives would be the thing that year.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not Kresge. I mean, you know, she did her best.
Yeah.
And she did it. My mother came out, and it looks great. I love it. But my only concern was like, you know, I don't know, we need another ticket for it or something. You know, it's pretty big. And we went there, and not one person had a beehive.
No.
You didn't see any beehives, right?
No beehives.
And she's sitting next to Gwyneth Paltrow's got her hair down, and Meryl Streep's got her hair down, and poor Rachel Weisz is sitting behind. Is it Weisz or Weisz?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, yeah. She's sitting behind us, and she's kind of like... trying to get around my mother's hair. My poor mom is just like, she's mortified, and she didn't have any fun at all. And she's starting to sink down in her seat because the hair is kind of heavy, and she's getting lower like this. And they put her front row, center, you know? So it's just my mother's hair and then everything else. And at a certain point, she wasn't having any fun. Like halfway through the show, I said, Ma, you know, like this is never going to happen again, ever. So don't enjoy it. Try to find a way to enjoy it.
Right.
She's like, I can't. There's no one has beehives. And so I leaned next to Meryl Streep, who's, you know, never met before. She's probably the greatest actor ever.
Yeah.
And I said to her, listen, only you can fix the situation, I think. You know? I tell her the situation, goes, don't worry about it. She waits for the next commercial break, and she's just kind of like, she looks over and she goes, you know, to my mom, I almost wore my hair up too, and I'm so jealous. I wish I had it.
That is
great.
So
and my mother was, she lost it. And it's just proof that Meryl Streep, if you ever wanted to know, she's awesome.
She really is, but that's so sweet that you did that, too. That's sweet you did it.
What do you mean? It was ruining my night.
Yeah, I see.
And then we went out to the parties afterwards. My mother was like rocking the beehive. We went with Prince. We went to Prince's party, and Prince was like dancing with everyone, dancing my mom, and like made up this move where everyone would point to her hair. That didn't happen, actually. That didn't happen. But in my mind, it did.
Yeah, I see.
In my mind, Prince was pointing at my mom's hair.
But she was proud of it later on.
Oh, yeah, she was rocking that beehive like you can't believe.
Yeah, I noticed it. It was distracting for me to keep talking. I saw her right in the front row.
She's gonna watch this.
Oh, I know. I met her. She was lovely. And I liked your sister, and they were excited for you. And so let's talk about this movie because you're so good. And Anthony Hopkins and
he's the greatest.
So how was that working with him?
He's the best. You know, he's so much funnier than I thought he would be. I guess I had him all wrong. But he doesn't like anything. He's not serious at all. And he doesn't like you to be. And I take myself way too seriously, you know. And so he can't stand that. So he'll like bark like a dog. If he sees you being super serious, he'll start barking or meowing like a cat or something.
That sounds crazy. I mean, what do you mean he'll just start barking if somebody's being serious?
Yeah, like if it gets too tense on set or something, he'll just start barking. But the thing is that everything he does is so good that it sounds exactly like a dog. You can almost hear it. You're like, it's a three-legged shepherd with a kidney problem thing. It's so
and like
specific.
Prince is dancing like that. Your head goes into different places.
Yeah, well, none of that's true.
So what, he tries to get you to go after the dog or something? Is that?
No, he didn't try and get me to go after the dog.
But it just is it. He doesn't like
he
try
could
to
have if you
throw the
wanted-
voice.
What's that?
Does he try to throw the voice like there's a dog outside, or he just actually becomes a dog barking?
No, he tries to hide it. Like, for instance, when he was on Elephant Man, he thought that everyone was taking themselves way too seriously on that movie. It's the saddest movie ever. And he was joking around, and he got tired of it, so he started meowing like a cat, but so that no one knew. And he had the whole crew for an hour looking on top of buildings for the cat, and everyone was going crazy for the cat. And finally, they saw him doing it. He was like, he's very mischievous.
He's actually here on Tuesday, so I'm going to ask
He
him all
is?
these things.
Oh,
yeah.
get him! You got to get him to bark. You won't believe it.
Yeah. I'll ask him to bark and meow, but I won't tell the audience that day, and we'll see if people start looking for the dog or the cat. So people watching today, watch on Tuesday, and we'll see if we can get the audience freaking out. All right, we're going to take a break, and then you're going to, I don't know how to do this at all, you're going to teach me how to dance the salsa. Is that right?
Okay.
Well,
All
you
right.
are. I thought, because he's going to teach me how to salsa dance, I assumed you're like some kind of professional or something. You're like, no, I just like to salsa dance.
I have no idea how to salsa. I like to salsa dance, but
All
I'm
right.
not great.
We're going to try it.
Okay.
You're going to teach me how.
I'll try not to get fresh with
All right,
you.
all right. Well, isn't that what the
But it's a
song is
very
all about?
sexy dance. You're a beautiful woman, and I'm only human.
That's the.
So come on.
All right.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Okay. You have to put your hand right there. That's not. That's really. That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Okay, we got to get real close enough so we can feel each other's heat.
Okay.
That's not true, actually.
right.
Right. So like this, you go back like this. You go like up here. You go step back. 1, 2, 3. You go back like that. You go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I feel like we got it. That was great.
Thank you. That was